Yo, yo. All right. It's still going. I don't know if it's recording. I don't know if people see us right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I don't
yeah.
know what's going on that channel.
Nice
Hey, what's
stuff.
up, y'all?
What up now? Love your facial expressions.
Go
What's
ahead.
good? What's good? What's good?
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Welcome
Top
to
five
another
in the leaders
episode,
today.
episode number 5 of the Mellow Fellows. Today, our two topics are concerts and communication.
Hmm.
So, to get things going, we will start with concerts.
Ooh,
Nice.
here we go.
Concerts.
Kick it
So,
off, brother.
what's your first concert that you remember attending? As far as me, I had to actually Google the year. It was 1985. So what, I guess I was about 13
Mm-hmm.
and went to the Cow Palace with moms to see
Oh, Cow
to see
Palace.
to see Prince.
Oh,
Nice.
Damn. Damn,
wow.
Yeah.
Prince was at the
Got
Cow
that.
Palace?
So
Yes.
jealous.
In
Damn.
So
1985, he
jealous.
performed at the Cow Palace. Yep.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Right. That was
I
crazy.
always
That's
wanted to
my
go,
first
bro.
concert ever with moms. Yep.
I'm
So,
real jealous.
and then I think,
Damn.
yeah, I think my next one after that wasn't until like after high school, like maybe
Mm-hmm.
like 90, 91. I want to say it might have been LL Cool J.
What?
Nice.
Oh,
I went with some
okay.
of
Man,
the
that's
fellows
some
from high
good
school.
old concerts.
Yeah, he went. I mean,
Damn.
I've been to so I think when I try to count how many, it's got to be at least 20, maybe plus.
Yeah, I would think 20
Damn.
plus, bro. That's good.
Because some concerts were like when I lived in Houston, they would just perform at a club, didn't even know it.
Right?
Like I think one of the best ones was at the Roxy. Remember when you came to visit
Mm-hmm.
DJ and we went to that
Yep.
on Wednesday night, right? Went there, and next thing you know, Dougie Fresh.
What?
Dougie
Whoa,
Fresh
damn.
performed a whole set. That was one of the livest concerts I've ever, I don't
Hey.
want to say been to because I was at the club for free food and drinks and stuff. The next thing you know,
And
here
you
he
got a
comes
free badass
doing a
concert.
whole set by himself. That was the dopest,
Damn.
one of the dopest performances I've seen. Yep,
Damn.
was Dougie Fresh. And then
Damn.
yep. I see,
I'm
but I
glad.
seen Al Cool J twice. I
Sick.
seen uh I seen Big Daddy Kane at Yoshi's. That was a couple
Okay.
of years ago with a live
Cool.
band. That was dope. That was dope with a
I'm
live
so
band.
smooth.
Um,
Hell yeah.
I seen it was what, a couple of years ago we went to see it was like Al Cool J, Ice T, Rakim, Dougie Fresh. It was like a whole bunch of old school dudes. That was dope. That was
Now,
dope. That was at the
right, to be
Chase
able to
Center.
call it old school too. Look out.
Mm.
Yeah, old school. That was dope. And then the last one I went to was last year. She surprised me. We went to see it was Busta Rhymes, Sierra, and Missy Elliott
Wow.
when they were on tour.
Oh, okay. Buster Rhymes. Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that was pretty good. We missed Sierra though. I was like, oh, where's Sierra at? It's like, oh,
What
yeah, she
has
was,
she has on
running
there?
late and everything, you know. But
Miss
got to
Russell
see. It
Wilson.
was okay. I think the sound system sucked. It was at the Oakland Arena.
Oh,
I
Mm.
think it was a sound system that kind of
In
sucked.
the
So kind of,
wait, the old like Oracle?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Because
Wow.
they do concerts there now and everything.
Yeah,
They
they
do
usually have
concerts
it.
there and all that
The
stuff.
audio's usually good, but guess not. Not that
Yeah,
day.
for some reason it sucked.
Someone bad on that sound engineer.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Mm.
DJ, what's your first one you remember?
I just had to look this up too, but so the first one I can recall was 1985,
dang.
Madonna, Like a Virgin.
What?
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wow.
Mom's
I
hooked it
mean,
up, man. Mom's hooked it up.
Where was that at?
I want to say it was at like the Billy Graham Center down in
Oh, the Civic
by Civic
Auditorium.
Center.
Yeah,
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 yeah, that one, Civic Auditorium.
yeah.
And I just remember
Okay.
I was like, dude, I was so whooped on Madonna back then. I was like, yo, man, that girl is bad. I mean, she's so fine. And now she's kind of scary, but she was, ooh. Oh, Y'all check this out. Guess who opened for her?
Who's that?
Just take a guess.
I could get
In
back
the
in
80s?
85.
Yep.
Cyndi Lauper?
I want to say they're from the East Coast.
I was about to say that too, Dan.
Yeah, they're no, not Cyndi Lauper. East Coast, three dudes.
Houdini.
Beastie Boys.
Boys
Yeah,
to Men?
no, Beastie Boys.
Oh, damn.
Oh, Beastie Boys.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
damn.
We're like, what the hell? Everybody was at first. It was like, "Boo, Madonna, Madonna," right? And all of a sudden they went off, and everybody was like, "Okay."
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow."
Nice.
It was good. They were
Nice.
good. Obviously, they're good, but yeah, I was thinking that was the first one. And I think about all the other concerts I've been to. Like, I was like, all right, so recently I did Usher. I did New Edition like numerous times.
Oh, okay.
I've seen Babyface, Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder.
Lionel Richie.
What?
Yeah,
What?
Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Trying to think of the other ones I've done. One of the best ones I had was Bruno Mars. That dude,
Oh,
man,
okay,
the
okay.
Hooligans. Oh, dude. Oh, Michael Bublé, which was all just women going nuts.
He said
Uh,
Buble.
so
You niggas like, who? Michael Bublé?
oh yeah, Bublé, bro. That dude was dude.
Bobby
That dude,
Boucher?
yeah,
What?
it was wild. Like, but you know what the comment that of a good concert though is when the actual performers are enjoying themselves.
Forming. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're having a good
Right.
time.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, like when you feel like when they're having a good time, they're interacting, and they feel like they really enjoy what they're doing, you feel it too. Oh, and I also saw Jamie Foxx in Oakland.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It wasn't, it
Okay.
started off as it's like a comedy thing first, but it's the
Mm.
actual one that's on YouTube. The one where he started singing the Brady Bunch and then he brought people up on stage. It's on YouTube. So I was like,
Okay.
oh, I was there. So I've seen Jamie
Oh,
Foxx twice. Dude, that Prince one is killing me, bro. For real.
okay. Prince, right?
Yeah, I was supposed to go and check him out on a small venue. And I said, nah, you know what? I'll wait till he comes through again. And he died the next year. So
Okay.
yeah, dude, I was like, man. But I don't know. Every concert that like where the performers are really having a good time, man, you feel it. It's like
Oh, yeah.
pretty electric. You know what I'm saying? Like even watching my cousins perform, it's been pretty badass. I've had a great time watching all that stuff. So I mean that
Okay.
it's almost I know it sounds lame, but or maybe cliche, but sometimes a good concert really does like change your perspective on a lot. Because I mean, like, it helps you like kind of open your mind, realize like things aren't that bad, you know, and like there's actually art that's like living and that you can enjoy. So, but then, what
You know,
about you? Nice.
speaking of that, the enjoy, we went to we seen Tony. It was a
Okay,
revival, right?
I
We
remember
seen them
that.
2 years ago. It was
Mhm.
at Paramount, right? And what they did was when we went, and it was just them performing, but
Right.
when we went in, they they locked up everybody's cell phone in a case.
Hmm.
What?
They locked up everybody's cell phone in a case so you can enjoy the show.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because
Yeah,
too many
and it
times you
was,
see
you
people just
weren't worried
holding
about
up their
like
stuff
breaking
and
out your
watching
phone
that.
and filming and stuff like that,
Yeah,
you know,
no
and
facts.
and the ones that did sneak in, security was on them. Like, yo, nope, they was on them because they
Right.
wanted the audience to focus on them, and that was pretty cool.
Damn.
That was pretty cool, And then after the show, of course, they unlock them for us and everything, but that was dope, So,
Damn, okay.
how about
Okay.
you, D Nice? Which one?
Oh shit, man. Oh, compared to like you guys, shit, man, I have led, man, like this sheltered life and shit. But no, but my first concert was BB
Or
King.
that's tight.
Yeah, and I was like 8 or 9 years old back
Mhm.
then. Yeah, mom's dad, yeah.
Where
And
was
then
that?
after that,
Do you remember?
I can't even like remember where it was, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then after that, about 19, and then I went to UB40. Yeah,
UB40.
Wow.
UB40. It was in
Oh,
what was it at? I think it was in San Mateo
sick.
or Redwood City, something like that. Yeah.
Did you
UB.
Yeah.
get
But it was
drugged
like
there?
shoreline? Was it the
Huh?
shoreline?
Yeah, Shoreline. Shoreline. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after
UB40.
that, I was out here. I went to I think it was Earth, Wind and Fire out here.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Nice.
but yeah,
Nice.
but yeah, but shoot, I lay shit, man, like this sheltered life, man. So yeah,
It's
So out
not
of,
I'll just
so
sheltered.
pass
out
it.
of those, so since you had so many D nights, what was the best one for you?
What's most
uh
memorable? Yeah.
really? I think it was the first one, BB King.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because I was so young, and so then it was this new experience,
Yeah.
and there's all of the grown folks, just yelling and screaming and running around and half drunk and shit. So yeah, that was yeah.
That sounds like my Stevie Wonder concert, bro. I was like, I had my son was like, I think he was like 6. And I kind of forgot that Stevie Wonder came up in the era where everybody smoked a lot. And we're like, I want to say it was in Concord, like where you sit up on the lawn. I can't remember the name of that
Concord
spot.
Pavilion.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And it was like contact. We're like, oh no.
Damn.
I was like, man, we have children around here. Oh well.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
Right. I was just,
How about,
go ahead.
go ahead, you be naked. Go.
Oh, my turn? Shit.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Nah, because I don't want to start off with my first one, dog. All right. Along with my white wig going on today. So my first concert was with was actually Menudo.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That one was a setup. My mom actually had this friend of hers that we were still in grammar school, man, for those that remember the grammar school, lingo days back
Right.
then. And she had a friend that her daughter was going to this concert, and I said, "Cool." I didn't know what it was at first, and then last minute told me who it was, and it was these two girls that I was just hitching a ride with, and I never seen so many chicks in the building like that. I was like,
Right.
"Damn, like that." You know what I mean? And it was from everywhere, right? I even seen some girls from our grammar school in there.
Nice.
Damn.
It was like they were looking at me like, "Hey, you into these?" I was like, "I am now." You know what I'm saying? And but that was all live. Thankfully, I speak Spanish, so I understood everything they were
Right.
saying.
You
If
speak
not,
Spanish?
I'm lost. You know,
Where was that at? Where
that was
that?
I believe that was at the Cow Palace when they
Oh,
came
okay.
down.
Okay.
That was like what 80s and stuff. So that was at the Cow Palace.
Menudo.
And then after that, I really didn't hit another concert. Shit, as you guys are talking, I was trying to figure it out. Most of my concerts came later, like in my 20s, but the eventful one that we all come back to in a minute, Boys to Men, of course.
Oh, yes.
Right.
We come
Yes.
back to that in a minute, put a
I
pin
don't
on
think
that
we
for a
were in our
second.
20s, though.
Yeah, huh?
I don't think we were in our 20s, bro.
Were we in our 20s for that one?
Yeah,
No.
early.
No, I'm saying it was earlier.
I
I'm
think
saying
we were
my
like
20s, I hit
19.
20.
in my 20s, I hit
19,
later
20.
concerts, what I'm saying. I hit
Yeah.
later concerts in my 20s. The other
Okay.
one in between that was Boys to Men. That was when we was
Oh,
when it
yeah.
was hitting that up.
Oh, yeah.
But after that, it was mostly Cypress.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Top
Yes.
5 knows what I'm talking about.
I think the first one was at the
That's where that
Civic Center.
smoke in our background comes from.
Right. The first one was the Civic Center.
Oh yeah, that was the one with Funk Dubious and House of Pain.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and I think Call It Wild too when they had that group.
I think so. Yep.
Attention.
Right. And then the one at the Fillmore.
I think, to be honest, I think that was the livest. Well,
I think that was the best one.
I think so too. The
Yeah,
other
that's
one
when
that
they
I
first
got,
came out.
yeah, I think that one was one of the better ones they ever did, especially when at the end, if whoever was there, you gotta peek because it was Everlast from House of Pain, Funk
Mhm.
Dube, and Be Real going off in a freestyle. Remember? I don't know if you remember
Yep.
that at the end, right?
Yeah, that was
So
their best one.
yeah, that
That
was
was
the
the
best
best one.
one.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of other Hill ones too that I got to go to, which
Mhm.
it's all a blaze and a blur because that's what it was, was about, you know what I'm saying? It was the many clouds of smoke. Um, part of those concerts sometimes where I got to see George Clinton on that.
What?
I got to see they were at
That was
they
at
were
the
in Mountain
Shoreline.
View when they were doing their concerts
Yeah,
in Mountain View.
right. That was the Shoreline one.
Yeah, the
Yep.
Shoreline ones. And then I think that was a night one, as a matter of fact. And then they did one when they was with Public Enemy. I remember that one, you
Oh
know,
wow.
you know what I'm saying? And they
Then they did the one at the Fillmore.
yeah, I'm gonna come back to that one. Then they did the film where we was at, right? The film
Right.
when we saw them record that stuff live. I think that was pretty dope. I mean, that was one of my
Yeah,
other favorite ones
that
from
was
the
dope.
right? It was I put up the Civic Center first and then the Fillmore second for the Hill, right?
Mhm.
For mine, because we went to the San Jose one too, and that one was all right. I don't know if you remember that one, Ro.
No,
You remember that
that's
one?
probably the one I
The
don't
top,
remember.
so if you remember, when we was walking after that concert, there was
Some
like
was faded.
hella vatos and stuff on both sides, ready to tear each other up. I don't know if you remember that, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I also what else did I see? Oh, I seen when I was at AMD, I know I'm giving up some stuff here, but when I was there for a minute, I ended up seeing I saw Hot Boys back when they was around. You know what I'm saying? They had a whole bunch of other performers too that day, but I didn't really get to see them all because I was busy in the booth. So, advertising their products. But when we
Okay.
got loose, I caught the Hot Boys, you know what I'm saying? Back before Wheezy was anything, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And then also and then I saw Mana concerts out there, that was pretty cool. I did what else is there? Another Hill one later on. I did catch Maxwell with my lady, you know what I'm saying? That was
Wow.
pretty dope. That was at Civic Center, you
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
In Frisco. That was pretty dope. You know what I mean? And I think that's pretty much my lineup of concerts. Most of them, included other cards, like when Cypress Hill's performing, they had other people's too, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
there's a lot of those that I can't even begin, but I just try naming the better ones. Oh, I did see Earth, Wind and Fire too, by the way, live. They are dope. I'm gonna
They
say
are good.
they
And
are dope.
big band and
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that
Yep,
stuff.
they are. They are. Real
I,
Good.
I
good.
I thought that all that stuff on the record was just record, but when I heard them play it live, I was like, damn, this is better than the record. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh,
So
I
and
just
they play
remember.
hella songs. They play all their classics and stuff, and it was dope. I mean, I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that. But I'm gonna come back to
Wait, before we hit that, wait. I remember I went to this one, I must have been like in my early 20s. Went to this the headliners was Jodeci. I remember
ooh,
that.
nice.
The headliner was Jodeci, right? It was somewhere downtown, and there was like some other performers first, right? But the headliner was Jodeci.
Mhm.
But we must have been in there with Hunters Point, the film Bayview,
Damn.
Sunnydale, right? All them
Mhm.
areas. Because the next thing I know, fists go flying.
Man.
Like I swear, there were like just fights breaking out everywhere inside. And it was just like it wasn't even an auditorium. It was just like some building, right, where
Right.
they performed. And dudes was fighting, girls was fighting. I mean, it was the whole place like just erupted. And I'm like, okay, we about to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is no fun, and especially when Jodeci came on, that's when it just like really erupted. It's just like everybody just, like I said, it must have been just different cliques inside the same building, not liking
Right.
it, and just fists went flying, people getting thrown up against the wall right next to us. It was crazy.
Damn.
That
That
was
sucks.
crazy.
That
Yeah, that was
sucks.
crazy. And then I was gonna say there was this other one. Um, oh, I took the wife when Beyonce came to Levi's.
Wow.
That was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually pretty dope, And of course, I had to be up inside Levi's with my Raider hat on. Took a picture of I bought all the 90 stuff. You know. So,
Just to rub it in.
had to. But that was pretty dope though. But I know everybody was like, I think a lot of people were disappointed because they did a bunch of old stuff, her and Jay-Z, instead of like her new stuff. You know, that was like, I think 4 or 5 years ago or something. Or something like that, whenever she came, the first time she came out, one of the times she came out there. But yeah, but that was cool. But yeah, going back.
All right, we're gonna go back.
Great America used to have concerts. I don't
Yes,
know for listeners, whoever you sees this, if you OGs remember, Great America used to have concerts, right? All the time. So there was one concert, myself, DJ, and Be Naked attended. And the headliners were Boyz II Men when they first came out.
Right.
And we were sitting in the back.
Coolie High,
We
that
were in
Coolie
the
High
back,
album.
right? It was an outside auditorium, right? And we were in the back on the benches. We were on the benches. I remember that, right? Boyz II Men comes on, and what song did they perform?
Ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah. And I'm sure all our listeners, OGs, new ones, look it up, remember it. Ooh, ah.
Oh, yeah.
And then what happens?
Do share. Do
Go
share.
ahead, DJ.
No.
You don't remember DJ?
Oh, of course I do. Of
Because
course.
me and Be Naked are there enjoying the concert.
Yeah, we is.
Right? And then what? The next thing we know, what the heck is going on with DJ here? What is he doing?
Oh, I was feeling that song.
Oh, you were feeling all right.
Oh, yeah, I was feeling that song, but it was kind of like, I was like, yo, I want to say I was like, yo, man, this is the kind of song you get down to, right?
Right.
And I just
start
was like
grinding to.
Exactly. But then I said, hold on, man, let me like, I remember I was like doing like a push-up kind of between two benches, right? Between the benches. And I was like, this is how you would do it. And then apparently y'all started doing it too.
Apparently, we joined in.
Exactly. We were like, as almost like we're like a Chippendales or something. It was like, yo,
as well.
I mean, we was like, the Thunder from Down Under, but hello.
Hey, everybody was.
But we was clothed. We was clothed though. We was clothed, but come on, Butt Naked, tell us what else was happening back there.
So okay, y'all remember that part? Okay, so so me and Top 5, we watching the concert just like you're saying, right? And then I just kind of noticed that the third of us was all of a sudden gone, right? Like what's going on, right? And then I noticed the second thing I noticed, because the girls are already going crazy for Boyz II Men up on stage.
Right.
They're right in my eardrum, like they over our shoulder, like Top 5. We can turn around. There's a whole bunch of them just they didn't even pay attention to the stage no more, right?
Yes.
And then so me and Top 5 look at each other and we're like, fuck it, let's join them. You know what I mean? And then so we started getting on grind mode and stuff. Grind like we tapping 30 different chicks at the same time, and them chicks is all just around, just watching like we the show, right?
Oh yeah.
I was like, man, I hope I don't fall on my face. You know what I'm saying? Remember the beat was suspended like this, right? They going down, right? So it ain't like we going the other way.
Staggered.
It's like a bear crawl, but facing downwards.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so you had to have some, you had to have some shoulder strength.
Well, we were younger back then.
Oh yeah, no, we that was that youth strength and testosterone that was flowing through our body. D-Nice is trying to figure this out. So D-Nice, bro, we was like straight.
Hey, and we got an applause though. We
was trying to make it seem like if there was a nice, lovely lady below us,
we'd
be doing. Oh,
sounds
bro.
suspect to me, but you know, man, go ahead
I
on.
mean, it sounded, but it wasn't like we was on top of each other, homie. We was like, there was nothing
Hey,
like that
I
going on
mean,
there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
All I know is
whatever
we were
floats your
hearing the
boat,
applause. We was hearing that
whatever
applause.
Yes,
floats your
we
boat,
got
Girls
it.
man.
We got
So,
a
smiling.
you
round
know,
of
Right.
applause.
And the only reason
I
we kept
bet you did get
going,
a round of applause too, man. But but you know, whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever floats your boat. I mean, you know.
hey, look,
It was
it
good.
just sounds like you jelly, homie, because you wasn't able to be around
Right?
top.
Oh no, I'm really not. I'm really not.
There was quite a lot of vanillas, homie. You would have, your flavor, you know what I mean? So um, they was all around, man. It's the reason why me and Top Five decided to like be like, all right, let's go, let's do it.
Right?
Right?
Throughout the whole song too. You know what I
It
mean?
was
Like,
the
It
whole
was the
song.
the
whole
whole song.
song.
You know what I mean?
It was ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was,
The
it was
only thing I do regret from that time is not picking up on hell of them girlies that was around
absolute.
that
Right
was throwing their
afterwards,
panties in the air.
right?
Absolute.
You know what I mean? Like I think because of during that time I was already, let's just say I was already
But you was booed up.
you know what I mean? So I really didn't think anything of it. But looking back, I'm like, damn, we missed a hell of a chance to like peel
Right?
like
Yeah.
crazy
No,
girls
facts.
on that day.
Yeah,
Facts.
Yeah.
that's
Facts.
true.
Makes it even sound even more
If
suspect.
D
But
Nice was there,
hey,
he
I
probably been
mean,
flipping on all the adoring fans. We'd have been like, where D Nice at? He'd be like, I'll be back, fellas. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for whatever y'all just did.
Yeah.
I'll take these two. I'll
I
take
mean,
these two.
pretty much.
Pretty
All the
much.
chicks up in there, if they're checking us out right now, shit, they remember that stuff too.
Yeah, they're
'Cause
gonna be
it
like,
was
I
right
remember
there. It was
those guys.
the whole section, man. It's like they were
Right.
turning around, and they were the ones behind us were all crowding over each other. The ones in front of us were looking back. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because all the commotion and stuff, and it was like, you're right. I mean, at that point, we should have just grabbed a few of them, and at that point, and just during the song or something. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. We should have did. That's what we should have done. Is we should have pulled a couple. Like, let me show you what we're gonna do, girl. Look out
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Right.
Hindsight is 2020. That was
Missed
one of
opportunity.
huh?
Missed opportunity. That's a missed opportunity, bro.
It was. It was fun though.
Man.
It was
Still
fun.
good
Oh, it was.
memory. Still good memory.
It was a good
Oh yeah.
memory.
Good. No, it was.
Good times. Good times.
Oh yeah.
So,
You
so
know. I
these are
mean,
the top 5 highest grossing concert tours.
Yeah.
So the highest grossing concert tour. So number 5 is Coldplay. The name of the tour was called Music of Spears.
Okay. I think.
It grossed 618 million.
Dang.
Number 4 is U2. It was called the
okay.
360-degree tour.
Okay.
They grossed 736 million.
Wow.
Number 3 was Ed Sheeran. He grossed 776 million. Number 2 was the farewell tour for Elton John.
Wow.
Oh, well,
He
That's
grossed
international.
939 million.
Damn.
Number 1, y'all want to take a guess?
Beyonce.
I
Whitney
think
Houston.
B Nega, you said it the other day on the round
What?
table. I think either you or DJ Guest said it.
man, I'm drawing a blank now.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
me. I did say that. I was just
Taylor
playing around
Swift.
though.
I guess it was her last tour. It grossed 1.4 billion
Dang.
dollars.
That's why the NFL love her.
Crazy, right?
That's why the
It's
NFL love her.
because
Good Lord.
right, that's crazy. 1.4 billion.
Damn.
Right? But then I looked up. Then it gave me the greatest performances on
Mhm.
tour. Right, the greatest performances on tour. I don't know who
Chris
this
Brown.
is according to or how they did it or whatever. But coming in at number 5 was Beyonce at Coachella in
Okay.
2018.
Okay.
Number 4 was the Beatles at
Wow.
Shea Stadium in 1965.
Okay.
Right. Number 3 was Led Zeppelin at Royal Albert Hall in 1970.
Hmm.
Damn.
Number 2 was Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock.
There he is.
Okay.
And number 1 was Queen at Live Aid in 1985.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Those are
Wow.
the greatest performances.
Wow.
Right. Now check this out. Back in 94,
Mhm.
New Year's Eve, they said Rod Stewart did a free concert in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
Right? This is how many people showed up to that concert. And it's a world record still. 3.5 million people.
Dang.
3.5
Let's go.
million people showed
How?
up to that free concert. It was December 31st of 94.
Wow.
That was outside, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
yeah,
Yeah, it had to
outside.
be
Oh, yeah. It
outside.
had to be.
yeah.
Probably at like a soccer stadium or something.
Nah,
That's-
it was
had to be,
outside on
right?
that one.
Had
Wow.
to be.
Isn't that when he got his that Brazilian beauty model that he ended up having a kid with?
Mhm.
Am I thinking about the
Wow.
same one? Anyway.
I mean, he wasn't De Janeiro.
Yeah, no Doug, right? You know what I'm saying? Just rain on him.
So now going on to our second topic, communication.
I'm
Uh-oh.
out.
Communication.
That's communication right there.
Communication. So we'll start off with the 5 types of communication are considered verbal. Like
Okay.
what we're doing now, verbal communication.
Yep.
Non-verbal, right? So gestures, all that good stuff. Written,
Mhm.
which I think now is a lost art form, written.
Yeah.
Right? Visual communication,
Right.
and they say listening is part of communication, right? Because we gotta
That's
listen,
another lost art form right there.
right? Yeah. Now, the top 5 barriers when it comes to communication
Right.
are one was physical, right? So
Okay.
they mean like the distance between people, surrounding noise, bad technology nowadays. Cultural, you have different customs, different values that may come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Language,
Yep.
and not just language like speaking different languages, but now, you got these new young kids coming up who use these slang words that I have no idea what the heck they're talking about anymore.
Facts.
Emotional, they say like stress could be involved,
Mhm.
anger, that type of thing. And then perceptual. It said that mental filters or biases that influence how you take a message, how you perceive a message, right? But like we're talking about at a roundtable, communication, I think, could be different, like how we communicate as boys versus how we communicate with our kids,
Yep.
people at work, right?
Yeah.
Our significant others, all that stuff is communication,
Mm-hmm.
right? And everything. And as we said, I think nowadays, not even social media, I think the cell phone
Yep.
is the biggest thing, right? I think it's
it
the
is.
biggest downfall for this new age, these new kids coming up, right? Because everything is there. You don't even talk anymore. You can't even, like in our heyday, right? Shit, I remember writing letters to someone I liked or something and
Pen
getting
pal.
a letter back,
Called pen pals.
Right.
right? You write a letter, you can you actually talk on the phone,
Right.
like for hours and hours, you talk on the phone, right? You actually had to actually talk to somebody to meet them,
Mm-hmm.
you actually had to go up to them and talk to them, right? So I think that whole social media now is just, I mean,
It's
ruined
changed
it.
a lot. It does definitely
Yeah.
mess with some of our communication.
And it's just across, like, I'm happy that my 2 oldest ones, I'm glad it wasn't a big thing back then.
Right.
compared to now, because I remember like when I used to drive the bus, right?
Mhm.
Parents would get on the bus with their little ones, and to me, that's a time, hey, you're on the bus, right? Like tell your little ones, hey, look at this, look at that, right? Explore around you. But what they do, they're on the phone, the kids on their phone, and you're missing everything around you.
Yep.
You're not communicating with them, not talking to them while you're on the bus, right? I remember before I passed the mic, I remember just last year, took my little one, we went to In-N-Out, right? It was after he did baseball, went to In-N-Out. And so, we're eating, we're talking and stuff, having a good time. So this family of four, it was the mom, dad, I guess the older brother and the younger sister, right? So the boy must have been, let's say maybe 13, 14, right?
Yeah.
Little girl must have been like maybe, I'm gonna say 11, right? They sit down at the table, right? They sit down at the table. The mom, the dad, and the boy all have their own things, and they're all looking at it. They're not talking to each other. And the little girl is just sitting there because she has nothing. And she's just sitting there by herself, just
Staring.
I felt so bad, like a piece of me wanted to go over there and be like, hey, I want you put down the phones and talk to the girl because you're excluding her from this. And I've seen that so many times nowadays where that
Yeah.
communication is just lost, even between families.
No, that's real.
Because then that sucks. Like that's and stuff. But on the same token, I'm not the best communicator either sometimes,
For dudes.
when it comes to the wife. She even says it, you need to talk more and and yeah. And so I know as that I could be a better communicator at times, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but how about you guys? What y'all take on communication?
Who want to go
Yeah,
next?
well,
Go ahead.
I have five. Well, I won't say five, but uh, when my kids need me, right, I tell them, to like call me. Yeah, don't text me. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, because I don't, uh, I don't look at my phone like that. Call me,
Mm-hmm.
okay? My boys, they know, you know. Let me call dad. But the girls, I mean, they will send me texts and then shit. I look at my phone maybe 2 hours later. Yeah, yeah, and they need this or that or those, and I'll just like keep telling them, if you need me, call me. Do not text me.
Mm.
And then yeah, and then see, nowadays it's all about texting. Texting, sending emails. You know, a lot of people don't just talk, just talk to each other,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And that's one of the, yeah, it's all about email, text, Instagram, tweets and all the other bullshit. You know. Yeah. I mean, we don't we don't talk to each other anymore.
Right.
We
Not
yeah,
as
yeah,
much.
Right. Yeah.
we really don't.
That's like, just to touch on that real quick, that's like the wife. Sometimes, like, she'll be on her way, like, I'll be home, she'll be on her way home, right? And then
Mhm.
she'll call me and tell me about her whole day on the way home. And I'm like, can you say this till you get home? When you get home, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Right.
Like, can we save that? Can you just wait? Can you wait? Can you wait for a second? You know,
Right.
so yeah. How about you, DJ?
Well, I was gonna say, like, on your point where it's often you see like families like they all sit down at the table and then every single one of them like pick up their phone. And then it's
Hmm.
like, uh, I mean, we're on our phones all the time. Why can't you just take that time to just interact with each other? like I've had to get mad at my kids, and then to where we got to the point where like, all right, everybody put their phones away and let's try to let's have a conversation. And that usually worked, but there's oftentimes like, like I want to say my youngest, he definitely has a dependency
Mm.
on his device. Matter of fact, he's a different person when he's online. Like
Mm.
100%. Like who's that guy? Like we'll be out and he'll be like, then he'll take a nap. I'm like, what are you doing? But he put them little headsets on for that online gaming thing. Dude's like a whole different dude. Talking mess. Like I'm like, who's it? For hours. I'm like, bro, why
Yeah,
can't you be
yeah,
like that normally? It's almost like I want to say our generation, we still can talk. Like, like we can get together, be in a room, and then just start flowing, and it goes on for hours. Be like, dude, it's late, bro. What time is it? And I don't get to see the kids do that as much as we did.
Yeah.
I really feel like like the communication, at least the verbal communication the art of conversation has been kind of lost. Right now, it's like
yeah.
a lot
It
of
has.
abbreviations and little, not even just abbreviations, but it's stuff like, well, just a saying, well, not even saying, like a word is like a whole saying for them. You're like,
Yeah.
what does that
Acronyms.
mean? Yeah, you're like, what is that?
Mhm.
But it's like then you kind of hit upon stuff when it's communicating with our significant others, right? It's kind of funny, like when you like there's moments where you feel like we speak different languages, right? They might shut down and then like you're not gonna say nothing or like what am I supposed I don't know what you mean you're acting a certain way or you're shutting down and
Mhm.
I'm trying to talk to you. Can you just talk? And they start to mope and I'm like, oh, okay. Even the kids do that too though. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes your kids will just like kind of shut down instead of talk. I'm like, man, this is weird. And maybe us dudes do. I know we have our moments too, right? Where like where you just get to the point of your frustration, you're just like, that's enough said right there. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Okay.
That's that nonverbal communication.
Right. Oh yeah. Body language too is big.
Right.
Oh my God.
Right.
Oh my God. But Nick, what's up, baby?
You know what
Just
it's
listening to y'all, trying to see what I can add to this conversation, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I know
Because
you
you know all the
can.
things.
I know you can.
Oh,
Come
I
on,
know
big
I'm about
nigga.
to. So listening to all y'all talk, and I'm going through what I see with my kids, and I see with other people's kids. Just between 11 to 17. And they're they're very integrated into this tech stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I'm in the tech field, but I know when to take breaks. Like I know when to get up. I know when
Right.
to like, move away. Right.
Right.
Even when I get caught up on my phone, I'm like, wait, I'm too long on this thing. Let me throw this down for a second. It's too much. Let me go outside, take a walk without it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Um, they almost like it's like you gotta tell them. It's like what DJ said. When they sit at the table, my rule is this. Okay, this is my rule. No hats, no phones. Right? Nobody.
Nice.
Nobody, right? Not even me, not even wifey, whatever, right? Just nothing, right?
Right.
Right.
You could get to that after you're done. You can put your hat back on after you get at the table, but at the table, no. Let's talk. Like you said, let's have a conversation, right? Let me know what you're feeling. Let me know what's going on. Cap on me if you need to. And for those today's cap means something from our generation of what cap meant. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
today's cap, means something different. Capping back in our day meant like, you're gonna talk ish about them, about each other, you know what I mean?
Right.
Um, so I go that route with them just so that it's all engaging, right? It's all engaging, there's giggles, there's everything. So when we leave, the kids, the fam is used to getting together for meals, right? As many
Mm.
times as we can, right? If lunch, dinner. It's, well, weekends it's basically all three, but for during the week, usually it's at least two. You know what I mean? And then we make it a habit of doing that so that we can always interact, right? Make it an interaction thing. What I do notice though with the gens is that our generation, since we didn't have cell phones like that, right? We had pay phones for those that I know you guys don't even know, people who are watching. Some of y'all don't even know what that is.
What's a payphone?
But
That'll be another podcast.
that was before you had pagers, you know what I'm saying? Before the pagers came around. When you were hitting somebody up with a 43770, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? So we would walk up to each other. You could see strangers in the night or anywhere you was at, and you would have conversations, just a regular conversation. Right. Today, you don't really see that too much. I could be in line with some people's and they're on their phones, and this is from young to older now, right? Because we're caught up on technology. But there'll be those every now and again where I'm like, we'll start talking, and I'm like, whoa, you're talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, let me just pick up this combo and keep going with it because, and then there were other people. The crazy part is that other people around will look at us like we're strange, like we're zoo animals that got out or something, right? And then then all of a sudden after a little bit they'll feel it out like, oh, this is okay. And then they'll jump in. Like, it's like you had to start like a little trend and stuff there. And as soon as you condo, it stops. Like nobody else is doing it, right? So back then it was a casual thing. Like, back on the block, back in the neighborhoods, back anywhere, you was walking, you walked and talked, you articulated things, you communicated, what you felt, not just in slang, but in correct grammar at times, like you said, depending on the situation, right? If you're at work, you gotta hold back the slang a little more, right? If you with your homies is none but slang, if you with the kids, depends on who you are, you might do a hybrid slang and punctual grammar and stuff, right? I'm excluded from that conversation because my kids always say I'm ESL, but but that's where I take with communication. As far as with the relationship part, like me and the missus, I feel like we communicate a lot. Like there's a lot. Like there's not like the wait, save it for later. Nah, there's a lot. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm talking too much, you know what I'm saying? So, it's one of those things, so I don't really hear you don't communicate. If anything, I might get the you gotta tell me more how you're feeling, and how guys are about telling each other how we're feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like that's number one, right, guys? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling right now. Like if I asked y'all how y'all feeling right now, you guys would be like, I'm cool. I'm good.
Blessed.
Simple answer,
there's
right?
like a million other things going on.
Yeah. I mean, we got a whole lot in here, right? But we ain't giving the whole like 10 pages of a book and stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, but that's what they want. They want the 10 pages of the book. And I'm like, I only want to give you 2 sentences of that paragraph of the first page. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's it. I'm good. Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
that was enough. You should have figured that out by now. Can't figure that out? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. So
it's like they talk to us and they expect us to give them more in return.
Right.
Us, it's just a simple yes or no, or I ain't got nothing to say right now. What you want me to say?
Yes, no, hot, cold,
I think you just want me to listen.
We talked about that already. Nothing's changed.
What's weird when you guys are saying this though is that I've learned one other thing.
What's that?
Most dudes will try to do, because this is how we are, right? We see a problem, we have to fix it with solutions, right?
Yeah.
A lot of times they don't want us to fix it. They just want us to listen to them.
Listen.
Just listen. They don't want us to fix it. I know, D Nice, it's kind of hard for you. I see your brain starting to flip and like, having meltdowns over there, but they don't want you to fix it. They just want you to listen. And that's pretty much fixing it. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, that's really it. Which is a hard concept for most dudes, because it's like, can't leave it like that. I gotta correct the situation.
It's kind of a dude thing where we're solution oriented all the time. Like, oh, there's something that needs to be fixed, or we have there's a breakdown somewhere, we got to fix it. That's just kind of a dude thing, in my opinion. I mean, it's really where as men we tend to listen and then okay, look, here's a solution. Where they're just like, we don't want a solution. We're
They
just
just
hoping
want to vent.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I just wanted to talk and tell you about all this stuff. And then for us, we're like, well, what was the value of that? Like, okay.
I will tell you though, D Nice is not always venting. It is for them, it is just a conversation. It's like letting your thoughts out. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, it's not just venting. I know D Nice, you're still like trying to
Oh
grab.
well, I mean, no, man. But with like me, people come and they vent to me. I have several people, who like come to me and they vent.
Right.
They, yeah, yeah, they aren't really looking for look for a way out of it, but just to vent, just to get it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then I guess they feel like I am
You feel comfortable
a
talking.
good listener, but yeah, I just
Mhm.
be tuning out half the time. I was like, "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo," you know.
Right.
Yeah,
But
but
don't,
yeah,
I can't repeat nothing you just said, but yep.
yeah, yeah, there you go. Here you
Yep.
go.
You're right. Yep. Yup.
Yeah, yeah.
Yup. That's right.
Or you
Yup.
just wait till you hear them stop and you hear no more noise. You're like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Last five words. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I remember. His last five words or whatever he said. So
Man.
yeah.
But women, those women could converse for forever,
Oh shit! Tell me about it.
right? Like, I'm not going to go too much into it, but the wife and her best friend, I'm like, didn't y'all just talk to each other 5 minutes ago? Like,
Mhm.
what y'all got to talk about? Like, holy moly. Like, all day. My gosh.
Shit.
Like, us four, we could not talk for 5 months,
Three,
come
four
back and
days.
have a quick 2-minute conversation and catch up.
Right. True. Facts. That is
Shit.
factual.
Shit. Oh,
No,
my
but
girl's boss, right? Shit. Her and her boss. Like they are friends. Like outside of work.
Hmm.
But yeah. But then her boss, she will call her
Hmm.
maybe 3 or 4 times a night, just talking
Dang.
about random shit. And
God.
I'm just like, damn, yeah,
Yes.
Well,
Reaching
didn't
out.
she just call you? She's like, well, I was like, damn, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Man, that's like work communication. That could be like a whole nother work
Yeah.
communication. Oh gosh.
Facts.
That's a whole nother. Ooh,
Well, I
man.
mean, work communication is, to me, it's just you just getting your point across, whatever it is your role is that you're doing, you know what I'm saying? And then
Mhm.
make sure
Right.
that's all correct and going forward. If something else interferes with your role, that's when you're communicating with the teams in most part, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't it's not like, well, I ain't gonna go there with it. But it's not like we keep blabbing on with everything the whole time, you know what I mean? It's like we actually there's solutions being had because you gotta get stuff done at work, right? You gotta figure stuff out, right? That's where everybody becomes solutions oriented, whether you're male or
Unless
female.
you work with some people I work with.
Oh damn.
I could probably give you every level of communication at my job.
Mm.
Man, but I tell you, like right now, we talk about communication, right?
Right.
You know, and I think I've told at least B Naked and DJ how the parents are lately.
Hmm.
Like right now, dealing with somebody who has dementia,
Ooh.
Alzheimer's,
Ooh,
And DJ, me and you talked about this.
yeah,
Like that's a whole nother ball game when it comes to communication.
that's
Yeah,
right.
it is.
It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, that's kind of like, how do I communicate? You
Yeah,
know, like how do I get things across? Like how do I make them understand? And just knowing that there's some things that they won't understand,
right.
like it just makes it so difficult sometimes to even. I know it sucks, and I may sound wrong, but just it makes it so hard to even communicate with mom or dad
Yeah.
lately because
Yeah, that's true.
because of the state they're in, and it's not like I don't want to, but it's just like preparing yourself mentally to how that might go
Uh-huh.
and just knowing the state they're in. I mean, whew, man, talk about difficult communication right there. Like
It's
that is
rough.
like, oh man, that's like, wow.
Yeah. Another part about it too is that you can like tell them something, and then you have to like tell it to them again, 2 minutes later or 5 minutes later. I
Mhm.
mean, throughout the like day, it's that, and then plus, uh, you know, yeah, when they don't know who you are.
Yep.
And then so then, you have to explain to them, like the whole, yeah, so yeah, that's another aspect of it too.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean that's when you see like the full circle, right?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Your adult parents turning into you
Like
got to now
kids.
talk to them like they're kids again.
Yeah.
It's
Uh-huh.
repetitive, and it's like they forget, and you like, oh my gosh, and it's just sometimes it's best not just to converse because else I get frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't want to,
Yeah.
that's the tough part.
Yeah.
That's the tough part.
Yeah,
So,
I think when my dad's dementia and his compounded with diabetes, bro, I promise you, that man thought he thought I was like 13.
mm,
Type me, oh, DJ, the thing with you, blah blah. I'm like, whoa, man, I'm grown with two. I have your grandkids. What are you talking about? Oh, see, now
Mm.
you don't want to talk about. I'm like, I don't want to talk, bro. That dude, I'm not a teenager anymore. But in his eyes, where he was at mentally, that whole that dementia and man, it's rough. And you're just trying to like
Yeah.
you're
yeah,
trying not to be mean, you're not trying to,
yeah, right.
but when you got to
Right.
communicate with someone with that challenge, that
Yeah.
health challenge at that, it's just like, whoa. That's difficult, bro. I mean, it's messing me up right now. So
Mm, yeah. Oof.
Take a breather. Woosah.
Yeah, Wusa, Wusa. Right. So I think we have come to the end, right, fellas?
Yes, I think on that note, that was we're gonna end it with the that note for heaviness of it and stuff, on the realness of it all.
yeah.
Yes. Might have a part two. Might have a part two. Never know. Never know.
Shit.
Amen.
Bring your attention to that one.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but thanks again, people, for joining us. For those
Huh?
who watched live, thank you. For
Yeah.
those who will watch us afterwards, we appreciate it. Remember, tell your folks, tell your friends, share, subscribe, like.
Tell your neighbors.
Word. Share the word. So to those who follow us, we will have taken a little hiatus next week to enjoy the Valentine's weekend.
Right.
Remember, give her that pickle tickle.
Well, there it is. Or I hope you
Oh
get it.
boy.
And
I'm playing.
yes, we will see you back here in 2 weeks.
Right.
2 weeks. So enjoy
Amen.
the weekend. Go Philly. Uh,
Oh man, a
Yeah.
bag of chips, right? Go Philly.
right.
Right.
Not it.
Get your revenge. Let's go.
Yes, yes. Signing off until next time, the mother fellas.
Peace.
Peace.